Yeehaw Cowboys, welcome back to another video. Let me start off by saying that 94% of you guys are not subscribed. And I know that every single YouTuber that's ever existed, and ever will exist, tells you to like and subscribe, but I have 12 subscribers, so I really need it. Now, today's video is projecting how well I think 2022 to 2023 quarterbacks will perform next year. So quarterbacks that started this year, how I think they'll do next year, you get the point. Carson Wentz is the first player in this tier list. Okay. I'm not even sure if Carson Wentz is going to be playing next season. He might. I don't know. That whole situation in Washington is very confusing. But if they do choose Carson Wentz to be the starter, I think he'll have a solid like B tier season. Trevor Lawrence, I think he's gonna do very good. I think he'll have an A tier season. We've already seen him take that step up, so like Drew Lock, alright. Bro. Delete this row. QBs. Bro, let me do that autocorrect. Hurts and it helps. QBs that shouldn't have been on this list in the first place. Alright. Zach Wilson. Zach. If Zach Wilson happens to start, I think they could develop him, but like, I don't know. I'm gonna pass up Zach Wilson right now and go to Mitch Trubisky. Mitch Trubisky is not even gonna start next season. Tua, I will have another good year, but if things keep up the way that they have been, he'll be, bro. Let's just say that Dolphins better take good care of Tua. He was playing really good football before you know, we all know what I'm talking about. And then they just fell apart without him. But if he's able to return in 100% condition, I think he can have an A-tier season. Next, Justin Fields. I think Justin Fields can take a big step up from technically last season, now that the Super Bowl's over. I think he can take a big step up from the season he just had into next season in terms of the passing game. So I have him in B tier still, but ahead of Carson Wentz. Now we all seen, I think me personally, I think Justin Fields was better than Lamar in terms of scrambling. I know Lamar didn't even play, but like, I just emphasize that I think Justin Fields is really good at scrambling, and he needs a better offensive line. But in terms of passing, I think he'll be able to develop by next season. Patty Mahomes, S tier for sure. Still, the controversial Super Bowl that we just had, he still had a phenomenal game. The call at the end of the game does not take away the phenomenal game that he had. I'm not even sure Matt Ryan's going to be starting next year. Sam Darnold. Will Sam Darnold be starting next year? I have no clue. What the Panthers are doing. I think they'll take a QB in the draft. If Sam Darnold does start, I think a solid C tier level year. Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr can have a bounce back season with a new team. I'll put him in upper B tier, top of B tier. Josh Allen. Still have Patrick Mahomes ahead of him, but he is S tier for sure. He needs to prove that he can make it to the conference finals. But he is a phenomenal talent. Deshaun Watson. As of right now, with Sam Darnold, I project Sam Darnold to be better than Deshaun. Well, he didn't play most of last season because he's a criminal. But also, he didn't play football for like 2 years or like a year before that, so he was plopped as the starting QB in the middle of the season, and he hadn't played QB in forever prior to that in the first place. So he got back in the game. He has this offseason to develop. I think he can be better than Sam Darnold, but still C tier. Let's see. This is the list so far. Jameis Winston. I'm not sure that Jameis Winston will be starting next year. Andy Dalton was pretty good. Plus, I think Derek Carr could go to the Saints. Plus, they seem to like putting Taysom Hill in at QB when they don't put Andy Dalton in. So, I'm not even sure if Jameis Winston's going to start. Let's see here. Kyler Murray. I have no idea where to put Kyler Murray. I'm going to pass up Kyler Murray for now. Matthew Stafford. I'm not even sure if Matthew Stafford's going to play. Tom Brady is retired, buckaroo. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's going to have a great year. I think he's going to have, maybe not as good a year as Josh Allen, but still S tier. Russell Wilson. Sean Payton is Denver Broncos' new head coach. I still think he's going to be mid, but better than Deshaun Watson. Ryan Tannehill, not even sure if he's playing. I'm going to pass him up. I don't think Davis Mills will be starting next season, so we'll just put him right here. Dak Prescott, or as my mom likes to call him, Dak Prescott. Where will we put Mr. Prescott? I'll put him in B tier, somewhere in B tier, ahead of Carson Wentz. I'm not sure Justin Fields will take. I'm not sure how big of a step Justin will take. I actually think he'll take a really big step. I'm really high on Justin. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? I got stock on Justin Fields. I think he's gonna take a really big step. I think he'll be better than Dak, Mr. Prescott. But I still have him in B tier. Lamar Jackson. Not even sure if he'll be on the Ravens by the start of next season, but Either way, as long as he can avoid injuries, I think he can have a lower A-tier season. But injuries have just been messing him up. So hopefully he can avoid that. And I project him to have like a lower A-tier year. Kirk Chains. This is tough. I'm having a tough time deciding between Mr. Prescott and Kirk Chains. I think Dak will perform better next year than Mr. Kirk Chains. So I'll have him in B tier right there. Jalen Hurts. Oh shoot, I just moved Dak. Jalen Hurts is gonna pop off. Lower S tier season. Justin Herbert. The entire receiver core was injured last year, last season. It's really weird to see last season, even though Super Bowl just ended. But that's technically what it is, last season. Last season, injuries went crazy. He got injured. The entire receiving core got injured. I'm pretty sure tight end got injured. Injury after injury after injury after injury after injury. So they'll be healthy and ready. They fired their offensive coordinator. They're going to bring in a new offensive coordinator. I'm not sure if they already did that. But the Chargers... Bro, why do I... Justin Herbert will have a lower A-tier season. Danny Dimes. Daniel Jones. I got stock on Daniel Jones. I think he's gonna perform really well. Lower A-tier. Daniel Jones is an A-tier quarterback, everybody. Aaron Rodgers. There we go. Kirk Cousins and Justin Fields. Oh. Kirk Cousins, Justin Fields, and Jared Goff will all have better seasons than Aaron Rodgers. Mark my words. Jimmy Garoppolo thought? He probably won't even play. He's an old man. And they got Trey Lance and Brock Purdy. I'm gonna put him in this category right here. Mac Jones. He's a rookie. Well, bro, what I meant to say is he's young. He's just coming off his sophomore season, which I think he wasn't bad. I think he's underrated in terms of his performance. But I'm not expecting much, to be honest. Unless they add some really talented receivers to the New England Patriots receiver core, I'm not expecting much development. I think he can muster a better year than Carson Wentz, but I don't got a lot of stock on Mac Jones, but I think he's underrated. I think he'll have a lower B tier season. You see the screen. Now these guys right here. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I don't even want to put them in the QBs that shouldn't have been on this list in the first place tier, because I have zero clue whether they're going to be starting or benched or injured or retired or traded or cut or what. Matthew Stafford, he had a bad season when he was starting. Offensive line was terrible. He was throwing a lot of picks. He was averaging like a pick per game. He had like nine interceptions into week 9 or something like that. I don't remember. Marcus Mariota. I have no idea what... I think Ryan Tannehill is going to be starting. And if he does start, which I think he will have... Okay. The script jokes went crazy. So, I saw this... The script jokes went crazy. So, I saw this one thing where... The Titans... It was this one thing where Titans seeing their script where they go 9-7 every single year. I think Ryan Tannehill is going to have another mid-season, and the Titans are going to have another mid-season. Like, the Titans are just always mid, bro. So, if Ryan Tannehill does happen to start, I'll put him right here above Aaron Rodgers. Middle of the pack. I think Kyler will be starting by next year. Oh, Kyler. I have no idea where to put Kyler. Bro, what the fuck? Kyler Murray. Oh, God, this... Oh, boy. He might have an injury going into next season, but I'm pretty sure he'll be starting. I'm not sure if he'll still be injured by the start of next season, but I think he will be starting by next season for sure. And if he does, sooner or later, I can see him having a solid year. They got I forget what pick. They have a very high pick, so I can see him having a decent year, a smidge better than Aaron Rodgers, but lower for sure. Marcus Mariota. If I'm the Falcons, I'm not starting Marcus Mariota. I don't think they should, and I don't think they will, so I'll put him right there. Matthew Stafford and Zach Wilson. I have zero clue, because now the Rams have Baker Mayfield. Matthew Stafford's getting older. Baker Mayfield didn't do too bad in the games that he did play in. I'm just going to put Matthew Stafford right there. And then Zach Wilson. I have zero clue on Zach Wilson. He's young, so they do have the ability to develop and start him. Let's just say this. Hypothetically, Zach Wilson starts for next season. I could see him having a solid lower B tier. Actually, I'll put Carson Wentz above him. So, bottom B tier. Anyway, that's going to do it for quarterback projections for next season. So, S tier, I have, in this order, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Jalen Hurts. A tier, Trevor Lawrence, Tua, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, and Daniel Jones. B tier, I have Jared Goff, Derek Carr, Justin Fields, Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, Ryan Tannehill, Kyler Murray, Aaron Rodgers, Mac Jones, Carson Wentz, Zach Wilson. C tier, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, Sam Darnold. Nobody in D tier. And then the QBs that shouldn't have been on this list in the first place. Thanks for running on this journey with me, Cowboys.